One of the most potentially explosive bits of legislation to come along here in Washington in years is what's called the Employee Free Choice Act. That's a union-sponsored bill which would basically make it easier for unions to organize and would also change some of the rules of arbitration in labor management disputes. The average American doesn't know much about the bill at all at this point. In fact, only a third tell us they're following news about the bill even somewhat closely. The bill itself is very complex. We, in our initial foray into polling about it, instead of trying to explain all of the ins and outs of the bill, simply said, would you favor or oppose a new law that would make it easier for unions to organize? And asked that way, we have a slight majority of Americans hearing it described as I've just described it say they would favor the bill. A lot is going to change, of course, as we think the bill becomes more and more prominent in the news in the months and maybe years ahead. But at this point, unions seem to have an edge if the bill is simply described as one which would make it easier for unions to organize. By the way, one other fact, those following it most closely are the opponents of the bill at this point. So despite the fact that it's favored in concept, it looks like early on, the opponents have been more successful at getting people to pay attention to this new legislation. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup poll.